about 2 feet.
It's about 30 degrees.
I mean, the bigger stuff? Yeah, it's something.
So,
Oh,
but,
yeah, absolutely,
Cobra might be the
absolutely no problem.
cowboy.
Yeah, so we'll grab the mini X over the way. No, yeah, it'll look good.
yeah, I'll get out there and rake and.
We need to get out.
Getting too down there, we'll sit around like.
That'd be
Gotta
also.
go make it happen.
But that's it, and we've got to be the examples, you know, change happens
Very
to
good
us.
So we're gonna go from your tree
Right.
up top of the hill, that one tree that's right there, we're gonna go that way. We're not doing anything in front of your driveway, so we're gonna come by that tree and we're gonna go this way. Right. It's gonna end up causing more rut, so what really needs to happen, we need a culvert there, and then we need one this way, from up here, that's what it needs to happen. Because when it rains, it flushes out right there. I've created that one.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So really,
Never one
we need this bar gets here,
Never taught me how
and then
to,
you kind of a collector point here.
how to do my hair.
We need a culvert from here to here.
So
and a
I
culvert
never
from here to
learned
here,
any of
And that will take care of that whole corner.
from her.
So that's what he's doing, and then down. The other one that turns this way.
Those are the important things.
The important things I guess, and how to garden.
Mhm.
But I wasn't allowed.
Yeah, well, but you have a tree right there where we started all those rocks, and your seed stuff's right here. So the ditch is gonna start right around the
The
tree.
longest I've ever had in
Your
here.
ditch,
Where
so-
they pull the rocks.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot
So-
nicer than coming home to ocean.
And that being said, from the fence, we measured it right here. At the boulders, right now, we're at,
I'm waiting until it gets longer and then I'll just cut all these ends off.
Well, that's what I got all hiding underneath it. You know, and I
Yeah.
push this back.
yeah. So
It looks like
I told him to get a
Oh,
couple feet away from the fence because of the hydrant. So then, that's why I told him that we want to end up with
Well,
28
that's
or
okay.
26. That way we do,
Oh,
because
Yeah,
you're supposed to
we're-
have 26
we're
feet
not
in
gonna
your
do
line.
it.
So,
This is like that 3,000.
so,
I know, and
because the
then
hydrant's
look at
there, it's
this.
a technical
We're gonna
driveway,
look
switch,
up
right?
through that.
So I just grabbed it
And how many times?
I have no idea, to be honest. I know that their first phase, there's 29,000, so I have no idea what they're looking like. So I'd have to see.
Yes.
The pictures of it. Yeah.
That one kid I got working for, he's my nephew. Not my son, but my
Yeah.
nephew's the main kid.
I
Yeah, he's good.
And I started out with 4 plants, I now have 10.
So, yeah, I'll talk to him about that once we get all that down.
Keep
And
growing.
get the road base and all that sort of stuff all put in there.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, then we'll smooth all this back on that spot. But yeah, and then that was what I said. about the-
I think they're right. I think this one's just a more zoom version, so it makes it look like it's bigger. But if you start counting like the squares or each, the rows are about the
There's
same.
already one down here, but this is really small, it's only like
And these
12 inch culvert, that's not even big enough. But we need one there, probably a 20.
Yeah, so
foot.
each, like this row, for example, on this one has 8, and then on the other one, the same thing, there's 8
That's that
squares.
whole corner.
I think it's right, it just looks a little
easier. So if we can get that top and that bottom, that it needs to happen.
Well, she gave us.
So I'm gonna bring it up to Dell, see if we can. put it in the budget to get that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of.
I think it's gonna be about 200, I'm guessing, somewhere around there.
Just look like a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
So here's our.
Right, right.
Well, I don't even know what our house is. I don't know. Norman used, we killed these, so. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. We're gonna start the special, planning commission meeting at 4/15/2021. Can we stand and say the pledge, please? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen. We have a roll call, please.
Lee Fralish here.
Richard Fisher
Jen Prentice here.
When Jorgensen here.
Okay, do we have any, conflicts of interest disclosures?
No.
Okay, is Alan online?
I do not see him, no.
Okay, well, go along with guys now. This is discussion and possible action on the sign permit application. Are they here?
Majestic?
Yeah, is that you?
No, he's for the plat. Do you have anyone for the sign application for Uzona online?
From Uzona.
Yeah,
This is the whole reason for
for
the
the
meeting.
Chamber of Commerce. Yeah.
They were here, what, last time?
No, they asked us to have a special meeting for this.
So they're having an event in May, and they wanted to put up a banner in front of the Chevron just to announce the event. And the Chevron is totally fine with it. However, our sign permitting process right now requires approval from you guys. And so they submitted the
Is it
application.
a temporary sign?
Very temporary. It's only going to be up for a few weeks. Their event's like the first week of May, so it'll be up there just for a few weeks. So
Well,
I don't have any problem with that.
that's what Alan said, you didn't see any problem with
It's just a
that.
banner on T-post, so.
Yeah,
It's a banner on T-post and they're gonna pay their fee and fill out the form, right?
yeah.
Everything's a form
okay,
of
yeah, it sounds, Coach, somebody want to make a motion on that? Did we okay it without them here?
Yeah.
Since the
So
meeting's for them anyway.
I'll send them an email and let them know.
And who's it for? Is it right here on our?
Yeah, for
Uzona.
Uzona Chamber of Commerce.
Uzona,
Number one,
Uzona, number one.
Mhm.
Okay, so I would make the motion that we allow the Uzona Chamber of Commerce to put up their sign for their event.
A second.
Okay, can I have a vote, please?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye,
aye.
pass. They have their sign permit. Okay, a discussion and possible action on preliminary plat for Majestic Eagle. That's you, right?
That's me, yeah.
Okay, we have here that, for the review plat, preliminary plat, the following items are identified as conditions of approval. Preliminary access to be served from UDOT to Highway 59, and we're adding plus blacktop on Goobler, Gooseberry Road to Smithsonian. Secondary access on the Goobler Road to support fire safety and emergency services. Water storage facility to accommodate the project. Infrastructure of water systems, including the provision of water shares to be offered by the developer adequate to support their application. And the development of joint sewer system in support with the town's standards and goals. Are you doing this with another developer, or are you doing this all on your own?
That will be done with Rick Fry, who is Majestic, and his investors, yes. I'm here just for the sake of, I'm trying to make sure everybody's, Carl Rasmussen wasn't able to be here tonight, and Rick wasn't either, so I asked him to step in and play the part.
Yeah, Carl told me he wasn't gonna make it. He just had to go to Salt Lake.
Could
Yeah,
you
this
state
is
your
all-
name?
This is all
Oh, my
gone,
name is Darcy Thompson. Yes.
this is all gone through the committee, right?
Yes, the
Yes.
JC, yes,
And these are the recommendations from the
that
committee?
is correct.
Okay, we're adding on to that the blacktop be done on Goobler,
That's correct.
okay, Gooseberry to Smithsonian.
Yep.
All these conditions are met. I'd like to hear a motion.
Isn't it, can we ask a question, because it says public hearing on the paper.
Is this public hearing?
The public hearing is just a default for the meeting settings. Yeah, so it's in there even if we don't have one.
Okay.
I know.
It did say that, but then they changed it.
Yeah.
I make a motion
Okay.
that we approve and send on to town council the preliminary plat for Majestic Eagle, subject to the findings of the Joint Utility Commission,
Okay.
stating that we need primary access to be served from UDOT Highway 59, that the road Goobler Gooseberry to Smithsonian will be blacktopped. There will be secondary access onto Goobler Gooseberry Road to support fire safety and emergency services. There will be water storage facility to accommodate the project. Infrastructure of water system, including provision of water shares to be offered by the developer adequate to support their application, and the development of a joint sewer system in support of town standards and goals.
Can you give a second?
I'll second.
Vote, please.
Aye.
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 Sounds
There
like
you
you
go.
got it.
It's good, thank you very much.
Okay, all right, hey, real
But you
quick.
couldn't even ask a question and it says it here.
So one of the things that we need to come up with is we need to figure out how to address this on Google Maps. The Google Way shows as as
Gooseberry.
Gooseberry.
I think
But-
you ought to take the Googler out of it since he's no longer in the picture.
Well, I think he's part of our heritage, so I don't think we should. I think we either, but one way or the other, we can't have Google Maps calling that road one thing and then everybody else calling it something else. We need to figure out what it is and make sure it's official, and I don't know how we send that off to Google, tell them to fix their map or what we have to do.
So, just a little input here. When you look at the town map, it has that one short road right when you're turning, that is labeled as Goobler. And then the straight long road, they have labeled as Gooseberry on our maps.
Well, that's.
Really?
that's
Yeah,
check-
on our actual town map.
Yeah, that's
so.
check Googlers.
That would be a
Yeah.
better solution.
Well,
Yeah.
so because right now, if you look up on Google Maps, we brought this up in our JDC the other day because everybody was fighting over what the name was.
Yeah.
So it shows Cartland turning, and then when it goes north into, that says North Gooseberry Way.
Yeah.
But you're saying this little piece where Cartland turns,
Mhm.
that little piece on our town maps is called Goobler?
Yeah, it says that tiny little section is Goobler and then the rest is Gooseberry.
Because that's where his home was.
Yeah.
Out there.
Oh, so then maybe we ought to, well, his home was down here.
Yeah.
So they're not talking about this little piece.
No, they're talking about this.
So this is Gooseberry Way.
Mhm.
So what we're talking about, she says on our town map, this is called Goobler.
That is called Goober?
Yeah, that tiny little
The
road.
piece
right
that has
there.
blacktop on it.
No, the one that doesn't have blacktop on it. So let me see
Well,
the
the
map.
blacktop ends on it.
So that one right there, that one then, yeah, that one right there. Yeah.
This has blacktop.
Oh,
on
it does,
it
right here. Yeah, they call that Goobler Road on our map. So,
So then we need to officially make it so somebody can get a hold of Google Maps and has it fixed.
we could do that.
I mean, can we,
Okay.
is that something that we need to make happen? I mean, we need to do something about it.
Yeah.
So that way everybody knows that this is, so that being said, we need to make sure that we let these guys know that the road we're talking about paving because of the map is Gooseberry Way. Now it's the point of the
He used to live
conversation.
down there. I wonder why they call that Goober.
I don't know. I just,
So would this be consistent with what the county shows on their records?
that's a good point. Hang on a minute. Let me pull up the county
Yeah.
because I use that map all the time. So.
I always called it Goobler / Gooseberry Road.
Yeah. Well, I think the sign on that road says
It does say
Googler / Gooseberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Probably because it turns into Gooseberry and there's not another sign.
Well, that's so funny because he lived out at the end of that road. But he is our founder, you know,
Right.
since 10. So
Right.
I understand the wanting to keep his name.
So the county has that already listed as Gooseberry Way.
Yeah.
The long one?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So then I think the easiest fix would be, oh, and the county has that as Goober also.
So it matches ours.
So all that really needs to happen is somebody needs to send a note
Yeah.
to Google and tell them to fix it.
Yeah, I can contact.
Because this
Google.
actually matches what she says that we have on our map.
Yeah,
Cool.
So that's already that way. So we need to
So
go ahead
that's
and,
official.
yeah, so we need to make sure that in this, that we state that the road that we're asking to be paved is a continuation
Oh, cool.
of
'Cause this is,
where Goobler ends and Gooseberry picks up to the corner
yeah,
of Gooseberry.
all the way to.
Uh-huh.
Do we want to remake the motion to correct that road? I know it's a long one.
We might have to, I don't know, I mean,
Yeah.
what do you think, Lee?
Why don't we just make a motion on the change?
Let's change the
Okay.
name.
Yeah, let's change the name.
Yeah.
Do we just want to clarify the name? How's that?
Well, it's
Is that,
Goober
right,
Drive.
is that's what the motion should say, is we want to clarify a name?
Well, my question is though, is there a tiny little bit of Googler Way that isn't blacktop? I mean,
Well,
where
so
exactly-
what we need
where
to say,
exactly does it change?
well, what we say is we need to continue where the blacktop ends on Goobler Way and pave Gooseberry, Way to the corner of Smithsonian.
That sounds like go ahead.
Just make an amendment. to the previous motion.
That sounds like a motion to me.
Okay, so we want to amend the previous motion. And we want to say that the blacktop that's being required to be paved will be where Goobler Drive ends. We're gonna pave Gooseberry Way northbound to the corner of Gooseberry and Smithsonian.
All the way to the end.
Right, well, not to the end of Smithsonian, to the corner of Smithsonian and Gooseberry. They're not doing all the Smithsonian.
Okay.
Nope, just to the corner right here.
Okay.
Because that's basically about 100 feet past their entrance, and that's what we require.
Okay.
Is whatever entrance they're using.
C-section.
Okay.
I'll
So
second.
we vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Pass.
Did we fix that?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I said,
I say.
vote.
Aye.
Aye.
All right, great. Awesome.
Thank you.